Today, December 11th, Archangel Michael says, I will never talk to you if you skip me now. A big tragedy is coming your way. I am trying to save your life. You will receive into your open immediately. My beloved child, listen closely, something huge is waiting for you. You don't even realize how close you are to a turning point that can shift your entire destiny. Today is not a normal day. Today, a spiritual gate has opened above your life, quiet, unseen, but powerful beyond your imagination. And Archangel Michael stands right at that doorway, holding something meant only for you. He is not warning you to fear something. He is warning you so you can rise above it. He is not trying to scare you, he is trying to protect you from a mistake you don't even see coming. Every second you stay here, the energy around your name grows stronger, brighter, sharper, because this moment was chosen long before you even understood destiny. Amen. 1. My chosen soul, you don't know this yet, but a shift started around you in the last 48 hours. You felt uneasy. You felt confused. Something felt off. You sensed that people around you were not showing their real intentions. You noticed that life suddenly started feeling heavy for no clear reason. This wasn't random. This wasn't accidental. Archangel Michael saw a shadow approaching your path. Not a physical tragedy, but a spiritual blockage, a storm of negativity, doubt, betrayal, and energy drain that was silently preparing to hit your life. And he rushed forward, trying to stop you from walking into it blindly. That's why this message reached you today. That's why you couldn't scroll. Heaven didn't allow you to. Amen. 2. My awakened one, Archangel Michael says the words you read in the title were not a threat, they were a divine interruption. A spiritual alert. A cosmic wake-up call meant to protect your journey before you step into the next phase. He is not saying he will never talk to you out of anger. He is saying it because today is the only day you were meant to hear this message with full awareness. If you ignore this moment, the blessing coming toward you may delay, not disappear. The breakthrough meant to reach your hands may take longer to arrive. You are moments away from receiving something life-changing. Clarity, opportunity, protection, abundance. And Archangel Michael wants you to stay still, breathe, listen, and understand the exact reason he stopped you today. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is the first step toward it. Amen. 3. My beloved child, the moment you continued to part 2, the atmosphere around your destiny shifted again. This is not ordinary scrolling. This is alignment. Archangel Michael says your soul finally did something today that you haven't done in a long time. You paused. And that pause allowed a spiritual message to slip through the cracks of your rushed life. He shows me a vision of you standing between two paths, one path filled with repeated struggles, delays, misunderstandings, and people pretending to care, and the other path glowing with a breakthrough that has been waiting for you since the start of this year. Today's message is the bridge between those two paths. Something huge is waiting for you, and Michael is standing guard so that nothing, no person, no energy, no mistake, pushes you away from what you're meant to receive. Amen. 4. My treasured soul, Archangel Michael is revealing that someone you trusted, someone you believed, someone you welcomed into your life, has not carried the same intentions toward you. You have felt this. You have sensed moments where their behavior shifted, their tone changed, their silence felt heavier than their words. They didn't have the power to destroy you, but they had the capability to delay you, and heaven never wanted you to discover this through pain. That big tragedy mentioned earlier isn't an accident or disaster, it's the emotional and spiritual weight you would have carried if you continued trusting the wrong energies. Michael saw the danger not in events, but in connections. That's why he rushed. That's why he interrupted your path today. And that's why he's whispering, "Stay here. Understand this. Let me clear the shadows around your name." Amen. 5. My rising chosen one, something massive is entering your life: clarity, protection, abundance, and a release so powerful that it will wash away months of confusion and exhaustion. Archangel Michael says the blessing you are about to receive is not random, it is compensation. It is restoration. It is divine justice being delivered directly into your hands. And before this blessing touches your life, heaven needed you awake, aware, and aligned. That's why you felt pulled, almost forced, to stay. This message is not just a warning, it is a preparation. A recalibration. A cleansing of everything that was weighing you down silently. The moment you finish this chapter, Michael begins the next step of your protection. Something huge is waiting for you, bigger than the fear, bigger than the setback, bigger than the negativity around you. Your destiny is unfolding right now. Amen. My beloved child, the moment you opened Part 3, Archangel Michael stepped even closer. He is showing me something powerful. A door that has been locked for months is finally beginning to open for you. Not a physical door, this is a door of destiny, a door of opportunities, a door of breakthroughs that were held back because the wrong energies were influencing your path. Michael says you have been carrying burdens that were never yours. You've been fighting battles in silence that no one knew about. And today, heaven decided that your silence is finally being heard. Something huge is waiting for you, and this message is the turning point. Amen. 7. My chosen soul, there is a reason your spirit felt heavy these last few days. You felt like something was off, like someone's intentions weren't pure, like a conversation or behavior from someone around you didn't sit right. That was not your imagination. That was Archangel Michael nudging your intuition, trying to get your attention, trying to make you pause before you walked into a situation that would drain you emotionally and spiritually. He says, you were moments away from giving your trust to someone who didn't earn it. And this message arrived exactly in time to reroute your steps. You were protected from a disappointment you didn't see coming. Amen. 8. My awakened one, Archangel Michael wants to prepare you for what's next. He says the blessing coming toward you is not small. It's not ordinary. It's not something that comes to everyone. It is rare. It is life-altering. It is something you prayed for secretly, something you cried for silently, something you hoped for even when you didn't have strength left. Heaven is clearing your path so that when this blessing arrives, nothing, no negativity, no jealousy, no fake energy, can touch it. Michael whispers, do not fear the warning, fear missing the blessing. Something huge is waiting for you, and your steps are already guided toward it. Amen. 9. My beloved child, the moment you reached part 4, Archangel Michael's protection wrapped around you even stronger. He shows me a vision of a heavy cloud that was forming above your life, created by people who spoke about you behind your back, who carried envy in their hearts, who smiled at you while secretly hoping you would fail. Michael says this cloud was seconds away from overflowing and blocking a major blessing approaching your name. But the fact that you continued here shifted everything. Something huge is waiting for you, and this step just unlocked the next phase of your destiny. Amen. 10. My cherished soul, Archangel Michael is revealing that the big tragedy you were being warned about was actually emotional damage. Someone was preparing to take advantage of your kindness, your innocence, your giving nature. You would have blamed yourself. You would have questioned your worth. But heaven intervened before any of that could reach your heart. Michael says, your spirit is too valuable to be handled carelessly. This message came today because your heart needed protection, your mind needed clarity, and your energy needed cleansing. You avoided a major emotional storm without even realizing it. You were divinely redirected. Amen. 11. My rising chosen one, Archangel Michael says that something extraordinary is about to enter your life, something you've been waiting for without even telling anyone. He is preparing your path so no wrong person claims your blessing, no fake energy touches your abundance, no hidden enemy blocks your breakthrough. He whispers, your time is coming. Your name is being lifted. Your season is changing. And the blessing that is approaching you is not just big, it's once in a lifetime. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven is clearing every obstacle before it reaches your hands. Amen. 12. My beloved child, the moment you entered part 5, Archangel Michael's voice grew even clearer. He shows me that your soul has been carrying a weight you never spoke about, an old memory, a silent disappointment, a pain that you hid behind strength. He says this heaviness was clouding your decisions, pulling your energy down, and making you doubt your own worth. Today's message is not just a warning, it is healing. It is release. It is restoration. Something huge is waiting for you, and your spirit is finally being prepared to hold it. Amen. 13. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that someone around you underestimated you deeply. They mistook your silence for weakness, your kindness for naivety, your patience for helplessness. But what they didn't know is that heaven watches every heartbeat, every intention, every action. You were never alone. You were never unprotected. And today, Archangel Michael stands beside you saying, your heart deserves honesty. Your journey deserves clarity. Your life deserves peace. The negativity that was building around you has been cut off. The emotional burden that was chasing your spirit has been blocked. A spiritual shift just took place, and it happened because you showed up here. Amen. 14. My illuminated one, Archangel Michael says the blessing approaching your name is powerful, rare, and deeply personal. It is something tied to your growth, your purpose, your next chapter. And before heaven places that blessing in your hands, every hidden weight, every silent doubt, every draining connection is being removed from your path. You are stepping into a phase where your intuition sharpens, your strength increases, your peace returns, and your destiny unfolds exactly as it was meant to. Something huge is waiting for you, bigger than the confusion, bigger than the delays, bigger than every closed door you faced this year. Your life is entering a new alignment, and this is only the beginning. Amen. 15. My beloved child, the moment you stepped into part 6, Archangel Michael showed a powerful sign. The energy around your name is rising. You may not feel it fully yet, but something inside you has already begun to shift. Your spirit is waking up. Your intuition is sharpening. Your path is clearing. Michael says you were surrounded by people who never understood your depth, your kindness, or your destiny, but heaven understood it from the beginning. And today, something that was trying to break your confidence has been stopped. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven is making sure nothing steals it from your hands. Amen. 16. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that your life was about to repeat a painful cycle, one you've been through before, one that drained you emotionally, one that left you feeling lost and unsupported. You were on the edge of falling into the same patterns, trusting the wrong voice, giving your energy to the wrong place, or expecting honesty from someone who can't offer it. And that cycle would have broken your spirit again. But heaven intervened before history could repeat itself. Michael whispers, I won't let you suffer the same wound twice. This message arrived to reroute your destiny, to protect your heart, and to shield your mind from illusions disguised as loyalty. Amen. 17. My rising warrior, Archangel Michael says you are stepping into a breakthrough so powerful that even you won't believe how quickly things begin to change. Opportunities that were blocked will open. Peace that felt absent will return. People who doubted you will be silenced by your glow. And blessings that were delayed will rush toward you with divine speed. Something huge is waiting for you, something that will make sense of every confusion, every delay, every tear, every moment where you felt alone. Your path is being lifted. Your name is being protected. Your destiny is being unlocked. And heaven is not done speaking to you yet. Amen. My beloved child, the moment you entered part 7, Archangel Michael's presence intensified around you. He shows me a vision of your spirit standing on the edge of a massive shift, like the final moment before a wave rises and transforms everything it touches. Michael says you have endured enough, waited enough, cried enough, sacrificed enough. The storm that once surrounded you is losing its power. The confusion trying to distract your path is dissolving. And the heaviness that kept pulling you down is finally releasing its grip. Something huge is waiting for you, and this chapter marks the beginning of a divine turnaround you never expected but always deserved. Amen. 19. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that someone tried to interfere with your peace, your confidence, or your destiny, not through actions alone, but through energy. Their words, their jealousy, their hidden resentment, or their silent competition created a spiritual disturbance around you. You felt it as tiredness, overthinking, sudden irritation, or unexpected emotional weight. But Archangel Michael says, none of their intentions will touch your future. Heaven has already broken the influence of every negative thought directed toward you. Every attempt to dim your light has been returned to silence. You are rising above energies that once intimidated you. Amen. 20. My victorious one, Michael says the blessing coming toward you is reaching its final stage, meaning the delay is ending, the wait is ending, and the spiritual resistance around your breakthrough has been shattered. What's approaching you is not ordinary, it carries divine alignment, divine timing, and divine protection. A message, an opportunity, a shift, or a sudden moment of clarity is on its way to you. You will receive into your life something that lights up your path and restores your confidence completely. Something huge is waiting for you, closer than you think, stronger than your doubts, and bigger than every obstacle you faced this year. Your destiny is unfolding exactly on time. Amen. 21. My beloved child, the moment you opened Part 8, Archangel Michael's voice became fierce, protective, and impossibly clear. He shows me a spiritual map, your life at the center, and around it, pathways that were being blocked, confused, or redirected by energies that did not belong to you. Michael says this message today is not random, it is a divine interception. You are walking toward a point where someone else's intention, someone else's energy, someone else's influence could have shifted your destiny in the wrong direction. But heaven stepped in before any damage could touch you. Something huge is waiting for you, and this moment is sealing your path so nothing pulls you away from what is meant to be yours. Amen. 22. My chosen soul, Archangel Michael reveals that a powerful emotional distraction was forming around you. Someone from your past or someone currently around you was about to drain your peace with their instability, their unpredictability, or their hidden motives. You would have given them attention, energy, or trust, and in return, you would have received confusion and imbalance. Heaven could not allow that. Michael whispers, your heart is too precious. Your destiny is too important. Your spirit is too rare. So before this distraction entered fully, its power was cut off. The spiritual fog that made you hesitate, doubt, or overthink has been lifted. Michael has cleared your path with surgical precision. Amen. 23. My rising light, Michael says the blessing approaching you isn't simply good, it is transformative. It's the kind of breakthrough that changes how you see yourself, how you move, how you live, how you breathe. It brings a shift in your finances, your stability, your confidence, your emotional strength. He says, your next chapter requires a stronger version of you, and that version is awakening right now. The divine timing around your name is activating. A message, opportunity, connection, or realization is coming that will confirm everything you felt intuitively. Something huge is waiting for you, and you're now aligned perfectly to receive it without interference. Amen. 24. My beloved child, the moment you opened Part 9, Archangel Michael showed me a powerful shift. Like a curtain being pulled back, revealing something you were never supposed to miss. He says you are stepping into a moment where truth becomes louder than confusion, clarity becomes stronger than fear, and divine timing becomes impossible to ignore. You have been walking with a heavy heart, carrying questions that kept returning to your mind, wondering why certain things felt blocked, delayed, or uncertain. Michael says those delays were not punishments, they were protections. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven needed to slow you down just long enough to prevent you from giving your energy to the wrong door. Amen. 25. My chosen soul, Archangel Michael reveals that someone around you, someone you thought would stand with you, support you, or understand you, was actually carrying a silent resistance toward your growth. Not out of hatred, but out of insecurity. Your light, your potential, your spirit, your destiny, all of it intimidated them. They didn't want to lose access to you, but they also didn't want to see you rise higher than them. This created a spiritual tug-of-war around your life. Your blessings were ready, but your environment wasn't clean enough. Today's message arrived to break that imbalance, to expose what was hidden, and to protect your journey from emotional sabotage. Michael whispers, you deserve connections that celebrate you, not compete with you. Amen. 26. My destined one, Michael says your breakthrough is closer than it has ever been. The energy around your life is accelerating. He shows a beam of light moving quickly toward your name, carrying answers, blessings, opportunities, financial shift, emotional clarity, and divine protection. You will receive into your life something that feels like a miracle, something that restores your faith, something that makes you finally say, this is what I was waiting for. The shadows around your path have been removed. The delay has been broken. The blessing has been released. Something huge is waiting for you, and soon, it will no longer be a promise, it will be your reality. Amen. 27. My beloved child, the moment you stepped into Part 10, Archangel Michael's energy surrounded you like a shield. He is showing me a moment where your life is splitting into two timelines. The one you would have entered if you ignored this message, and the one you are entering because you listened. The difference between the two is massive. In the first, you would have walked into emotional exhaustion, repeating an old cycle that once drained your soul. In the second, the path you are on now, your spirit rises, your clarity returns, and your destiny begins to accelerate. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part marks the exact second where heaven shifts your alignment. Amen. 28. My chosen soul, Archangel Michael reveals something powerful. You were about to give a piece of your heart, your trust, or your time to someone who is not spiritually aligned with your journey. You would have expected honesty from them, but they only carry confusion. You would have expected clarity, but they move with inconsistency. You would have expected loyalty, but they are still tied to their own fears and insecurities. This connection, friend, past person, or new presence, was creating a spiritual disturbance around you. Michael stepped in because this person would have slowed your blessing, drained your energy, or distracted your focus. He whispers, you are stepping into a season where your heart must be protected at all costs. Amen. 29. My unstoppable one, the blessing approaching your life is entering its final phase. It's not delayed anymore. It's not blocked anymore. It's not being held back by anyone's jealousy, energy, or confusion. Michael shows a powerful vision, a stream of divine light pouring into your timeline, bringing good news, unexpected opportunities, emotional strength, financial lifting, and answers you have been praying for. You will receive into your life something that makes you realize why every delay, every redirection, every closed door was necessary. Something huge is waiting for you, so close that your spirit is already sensing the shift. The next chapter of your life is not just better. It's divinely appointed. Amen. 30. My beloved child, the moment you open Part 11, Archangel Michael showed me a vision of your name glowing, brighter than before, stronger than yesterday, clearer than the entire last month. He says your energy has finally broken out of a spiritual cage that someone's intentions, someone's doubts, or someone's hidden jealousy placed around you. You didn't know it, but a barrier was quietly forming, trying to hold you in the same emotional space, the same mental pattern, the same cycle you were trying to escape. But today, that barrier shattered. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven has just cleared the path so nothing can hold you down anymore. Amen. 31. My chosen soul, Michael reveals a truth that was hidden from you. Someone was observing your growth with mixed emotions. They admired you, but they feared losing influence over you. They appreciated you, but they didn't want you to rise higher than them. This created an energetic tug, your soul trying to move forward while their silent insecurity pulled you back. This was the tragedy Michael warned you about, not an accident, but an emotional trap. You would have given too much, trusted too quickly, or invested your heart into the wrong direction. Heaven intervened before your spirit could break again. Michael whispers, your heart is being protected before it gets hurt. Amen. 32. My destined warrior, Archangel Michael says the blessing approaching your life is accelerating. He shows me something like a golden envelope being delivered straight toward your destiny, carrying clarity, opportunity, emotional release, financial turning point, and a deep sense of inner peace. You will receive into your life a sign so clear, so undeniable, that you will immediately understand why heaven stopped you today. Something huge is waiting for you, so close that your soul is already preparing to receive it. Your next days won't look like your last days. Your path is shifting, your story is rewriting, and your destiny is rising into its true alignment. Amen. 33. My beloved child, the moment you entered Part 12, Archangel Michael's presence surrounded you like a brilliant ring of fire, protective, powerful, unbreakable. He shows me a vision of you standing on the edge of a massive revelation, something your heart has been waiting to understand for months. A truth is about to rise. A clarity is about to appear. A shift is about to unfold. Michael says the spiritual tension you've been feeling recently. The sudden overthinking, the random heaviness, the unexpected silence from certain people, was not random. It was preparation. Heaven was removing every false connection, every draining intention, every hidden influence from your energy. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soul is now finally in the right alignment to receive it. Amen. 34. My chosen soul, Michael reveals a deep truth. Someone in your circle was trying to distract your spirit, intentionally or unintentionally. They wanted your attention but couldn't give you consistency. They wanted your presence but couldn't offer stability. They wanted your energy but didn't match your sincerity. Their confusion would have become your confusion. Their instability would have become your burden. You were seconds away from carrying an emotional weight that was never meant for you. That was the big tragedy Michael was trying to save you from, not destruction, but emotional exhaustion. And heaven intercepted before your heart got entangled. Michael whispers, you are not meant to be drained, you are meant to be celebrated. Amen. 35. My rising miracle, Archangel Michael shows me a flood of golden light heading straight toward your timeline. This is not ordinary. This is not small. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing activating in your favor. A breakthrough, a message, an opportunity, a shift in your finances, a release in your emotions, a powerful realization. Something is about to touch your life that will completely change your direction. You will receive into your life exactly what your soul has been waiting for, but couldn't explain in words. Something huge is waiting for you, and now nothing, no person, no energy, no delay, can block it anymore. Your next chapter is blessed, protected, elevated, and written with divine precision. Amen. 36. My beloved child, the moment you opened part 13, Archangel Michael revealed something incredibly powerful. Your spirit has just crossed a threshold that very few people ever reach. He shows me a vision of a shadow behind you and a blazing light ahead of you. This is the exact moment where your past loses its power, and your future begins to expand. Every emotional wound, every betrayal, every hidden intention that tried to hold you down is now dissolving. Michael says, you survived what was meant to break you, and now you shall rise into what was meant to bless you. Something huge is waiting for you, and your energy is finally stepping into its divine strength. Amen. 37. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that someone who once had emotional influence over you, someone whose words affected you deeply, someone whose actions shook your peace, no longer has the power to shape your destiny. You have outgrown their emotional hold. You have surpassed their expectations. You have spiritually evolved beyond their limitations. The sadness they caused, the confusion they triggered, the imbalance they brought, all of it has been cut away from your path. Heaven has reclaimed your name, your peace, your direction. Michael whispers, your heart is no longer tied to the wrong story. Amen. 38. My unstoppable light, Archangel Michael now shows me the blessing that is approaching your life. It is moving faster, brighter, and stronger than ever before. This is not just an opportunity. It is a shift that rewrites your reality. Something financial, emotional, or spiritual is aligning in your favor. Something that once felt impossible is opening effortlessly. Something you prayed for silently is finding its way to you. You will receive into your life a moment, message, or miracle that proves heaven never forgot you. Something huge is waiting for you, and part 13 marks the doorway into that breakthrough. Your destiny is awakening, your spirit is rising, and your story is about to transform. Amen. 39. My beloved child, the moment you stepped into part 14, Archangel Michael showed me a powerful image, your spirit standing on a golden bridge, halfway between what you're leaving behind and what you're about to receive. He says your heart has carried silent battles, silent fears, silent disappointments, but it also carries a strength that heaven is now rewarding. You have been walking through a chapter where you felt unseen, unheard, or unsupported, but heaven was watching the entire time. And today, Archangel Michael declares, your suffering has reached its limit. Your blessing has reached its time. Something huge is waiting for you, and this moment is the confirmation that your destiny is turning. Amen. 40. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that someone from your past, or someone connected to your present, was going to re-enter your energy with confusion, mixed signals, or hidden neediness. They didn't come with clarity. They didn't come with healing. They didn't come with pure intentions. They came because they sensed your energy rising, your confidence returning, your destiny awakening. And their presence would have pulled you backward emotionally. Heaven could not allow that. Michael stepped forward to block the emotional trap, the mental fog, and the spiritual drain that would have followed. He whispers, "You do not return to what heaven has already rescued you from." Amen. 41. My destined miracle, Archangel Michael now shows me the light that is meant for you. It is expanding, intensifying, accelerating. Something that felt delayed is about to move with divine speed. Something that felt stuck is about to break open effortlessly. Something you lost hope in is about to resurrect with unimaginable strength. You will receive into your life a confirmation, a blessing, a message, or an opportunity that feels like divine intervention itself. Something huge is waiting for you, so close that your soul is already sensing the shift. Every barrier is falling. Every block is dissolving. Every hidden threat is gone. Your next chapter is protected, blessed, and overflowing with divine alignment. Amen. 42. My beloved child, the moment you opened part 15, Archangel Michael's voice came through with extraordinary clarity. He shows me a vision of your spirit standing in a circle of light, untouchable, unstoppable, fully protected. This is the moment where heaven confirms that everything that tried to confuse you, distract you, or weaken you has finally lost its grip. Michael says you were walking through a season filled with hidden intentions, silent negativity, and energies that tried to pull you backward. But you didn't break. You didn't give in. You didn't lose yourself. And because of your endurance, heaven has activated a divine reversal in your life. Something huge is waiting for you, and now nothing in the spiritual or physical world can block it anymore. Amen. 43. My chosen soul, Archangel Michael reveals that someone who once held emotional power over you, someone whose words could affect your peace or whose presence could shift your mood, can no longer reach your heart. Their influence has been disconnected. Their access to your spirit has been cut off. You have risen out of their emotional orbit completely. The confusion they brought is dissolving. The weight they added is lifting. You are no longer tied to the pain, disappointment, or uncertainty they caused. Michael whispers, what once hurt you will no longer have the strength to touch you. Amen. 44. My destined victor, Michael shows me a golden wave of energy rushing toward your life, fast, powerful, unavoidable. This is the blessing you were being prepared for. This is the breakthrough that needed cleansing before it could arrive. This is the moment heaven has been aligning step by step, even when you didn't know it. You will receive into your life something that feels like a miracle, something that lifts your spirit, strengthens your confidence, and changes your direction. Something huge is waiting for you, and part 15 marks the moment where heaven says, it is done. It is released. It is coming. Your destiny is rising, your protection is active, and your breakthrough is on its way with divine precision. Amen. 45. My beloved child, the moment you entered part 16, a powerful shift surged around your energy. Archangel Michael shows me a vision of your spirit stepping out of a dark tunnel into a field of radiant light. This symbolizes the exact moment where your life transitions from struggle into alignment, from confusion into clarity, from delay into acceleration. Michael says you have completed a spiritual cycle, one filled with silent battles, hidden burdens, and emotional tests. And now, heaven is rewarding your endurance. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soul is finally strong enough, clear enough, and ready enough to receive it. Amen. 46. My chosen soul, Michael reveals an important truth. Someone who once held emotional significance in your life has been silently watching your growth. They noticed your energy rising, your confidence returning, your destiny awakening. Instead of celebrating you, they felt threatened. Their insecurities created a spiritual interference around your path: confusion, hesitation, sudden heaviness, unexplained sadness. This was the emotional storm Michael was trying to protect you from. He stepped in before their influence could shape your decisions or pull you backwards. He whispers, "I will not let you be guided by the voices that do not honor your path." Amen. 47. My destined miracle, Archangel Michael shows me a magnificent vision. A doorway of golden light widening in front of you. This is your breakthrough, your divine turning point. Blessings that were stuck, prayers that felt unanswered, dreams that felt distant, all of them are now aligning. You will receive into your life a message, opportunity, shift, or realization that changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you, closer than your fears, stronger than your doubts, and bigger than everything that tried to stop you. Part 16 marks the moment heaven says, "Prepare yourself. The blessing is almost here." Amen. 48. My beloved child, the moment you open Part 17, Archangel Michael's presence intensified like a thunder striking the ground around your destiny. He shows me a vision of your spirit standing on the final step before a monumental breakthrough, like reaching the top of a staircase after climbing through darkness, confusion, and emotional storms. Michael says this part is extremely important because you are entering the zone where blessings manifest quickly, where signs appear suddenly, and where divine timing activates without delay. Something huge is waiting for you, and your soul has finally reached the exact frequency required to receive it. Amen. 49. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that a powerful emotional shift is happening inside you. Something that used to break you is now strengthening you. Someone's absence no longer hurts you the way it once did. Someone's silence no longer holds power over your peace. Someone's mixed intentions no longer confuse your heart. You have spiritually detached from what was draining you, even if you didn't realize it. And because of that detachment, heaven can now deliver what was being delayed. Michael whispers, your heart is entering a season of clarity, truth, and divine alignment. No more illusions. No more emotional traps. Amen. 50. My destined conqueror, Archangel Michael now shows me a massive wave of golden energy moving toward your timeline, strong, bright, unstoppable. This is the blessing that was mentioned from the beginning, the one heaven has been preparing you for through every warning, every protection, every redirection. You will receive into your life a sign or opportunity that feels like divine thunder, undeniable, unexpected, and perfectly timed. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven is making sure it reaches you without interference, delay, or distortion. My beloved child, the moment you stepped into Part 18, Archangel Michael's energy expanded around you like a shield forged in divine fire. He shows me a vision of your destiny rising, like a sun breaking through clouds after a long, exhausting storm. Michael says your journey has reached a point where nothing from your past, nothing from your environment, and nothing from anyone's hidden intention can hold you back anymore. You have broken spiritual cycles, emotional patterns, and energetic blocks that tried to limit you. Something huge is waiting for you, and now your path is fully cleared for it to arrive. Amen. 52. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that a major emotional test recently ended, one you didn't even realize was a test. Someone's behavior, someone's silence, someone's inconsistency was meant to see if you would repeat your old patterns or finally choose yourself. And you chose yourself. You listened to your intuition. You stepped away from confusion. You valued your peace. That decision alone shifted your destiny. It prevented you from entering a heartbreak that would have drained your spirit for months. Michael whispers, you passed the test. Now you shall receive the reward. Amen. 53. My destined miracle, Archangel Michael now shows me a divine alignment happening around your name, financial doors opening, emotional clarity strengthening, spiritual protection intensifying, and unexpected support entering your life. What's coming next will not be small, slow, or uncertain. It will be clear, powerful, and immediate. You will receive into your life a message, opportunity, or breakthrough that confirms everything heaven has been preparing you for since Part 1. Something huge is waiting for you. The shift is no longer approaching, it is beginning right now. Part 18 marks the moment where your blessing enters your reality. Amen. My beloved child, the moment you open Part 19, Archangel Michael's presence descended with a force so strong it felt like a spiritual earthquake shaking everything that once held you back. He shows me a vision of your spirit stepping into a realm of divine truth. Where illusions fall away, where hidden intentions are exposed, and where your destiny becomes undeniable. Michael says this is the moment your life officially shifts from waiting mode into receiving mode. The heaviness that surrounded your path, the confusion that clouded your decisions, the emotional weight that slowed your spirit, all of it has been broken. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven has opened the gate for it to enter without delay. Amen. 55. My chosen soul, Michael reveals that a powerful spiritual interference was recently trying to pull you back, through overthinking, sudden sadness, old memories resurfacing, or a person trying to reconnect with unclear intentions. This was meant to bring you into self-doubt, to distract your mind, or to reopen wounds you finally healed from. But heaven intervened before it could touch your destiny. Michael whispers, you are no longer tied to past versions of yourself. You are rising into your divine identity. No person, no situation, no emotional imbalance can access the place your spirit is now entering. You have crossed a level many never reach. Amen. 56. My destined victor, Archangel Michael now shows me the blessing that has been approaching your life from the very beginning of this message. It is no longer waiting, it is descending. A breakthrough, financial, emotional, spiritual, or life-changing, is aligning directly with your name. You will receive into your life something that brings relief, clarity, abundance, or destiny-level transformation. This blessing is not ordinary, it is tailored for your soul, shaped for your journey, and timed with perfect divine precision. Something huge is waiting for you, and part 19 marks the moment heaven declares, "Prepare yourself. The blessing is about to appear." Amen. 57. My beloved child, the moment you entered part 20, Archangel Michael's power rose around you like a glowing whirlwind, strong, protective, unstoppable. He shows me a vision of your spirit standing before a massive golden gate that has been closed for months, maybe even years. Today, that gate is unlocking. Not because you forced it, not because you begged for it, but because heaven has finally declared that your season of waiting is over. Michael says the energy around your destiny has reached its highest point. Your faith, your endurance, your strength, your awakening have aligned perfectly. Something huge is waiting for you, and the countdown to its arrival has officially begun. Amen. 58. My chosen soul, Michael reveals a truth that will shock you. Someone who once underestimated your value is now realizing exactly who you are. They see your glow returning. They see your spirit rising. They see blessings moving toward you. And suddenly, their intentions shift, they want access to your light again. But heaven has already blocked their influence. Michael whispers, their return would have delayed your breakthrough. That is why I closed the door before they reached you. You have been protected from repeating emotional cycles, from reopening old wounds, from trusting someone who hasn't healed themselves yet. Your heart is being guarded because your future is too precious. Amen. 59. My destined miracle, Archangel Michael now shows me the clearest vision yet, a bright stream of divine energy flowing directly toward your life. This is not symbolic, this is spiritual reality. A message, opportunity, unexpected shift, or life-changing clarity is on its way to you with divine acceleration. You will receive into your life something that restores what you lost, multiplies what you have, and strengthens who you are becoming. Something huge is waiting for you. So close that your spirit can already feel the vibration of destiny touching your path.